And I have a very interesting guest here today, Surabhi Nigampula. She understands mathematics, music, people, processes, projects. I've run out of fingers. Accounting, sales, presentation, instructional design. Tell me, my friend, what is the intersection of these 2 or 3 dozen things that you know so well?
Thank you so much, Dave, for this humble introduction. So the intersection would be since the beginning of the organization. So as you've mentioned, as you keep on mentioning that director should know how the camera works, right?
Yes.
And even and even you should know that what you are dealing with, I mean, what your trainers would go through. You should know how they're going to, not just a business person, not just, the money conversation, but you should know that how much time, how much efforts, what all is required to take, to make the entire complete program. So maths for numbers, yes. Business management program for understanding people, HR for people, and combining all would give me an opportunity. I'm humbled to have a good L&D experience in holistically, as so that's the intersection I would call, and that make me understand my people better, HR perspective, so that it gives me an opportunity to understand what HRs go through when someone asks them, okay, we require training program. So as a trainer, to understand the training functions, etc. So like that sums all. Yeah.
For those of us who do not know Surabhi, because I know her very well, Learning and Development Organization, one of the foremost in the country, and she also has international clients. So that's what she's talking about there. She's always trying to make the lives of us empaneled freelance trainers that she uses easier. About understanding different situations, different kinds of people in organizations. Can we have a few examples?
Right. So I can
and
give
your
you a
clients
couple of
also
examples.
Are pretty diverse, aren't they? Your clients
yes, they
too.
are. Yes, they are. Thank you so much for adding this, Dev. We have done programs for around 43 different industries. So right from international donor organization to multinational organization to Indian giants to normal MSME companies as well. So they are different, and the perspective of those organizations and vision for those organizations are also different, right? Like, for example, UNICEF is one of our clients, and the perspective they want to train their employees are different to a FMCG client whose perspective for training their employees are different. Right from also a KPO would want different set of training for their people. So as an agency as a whole, so we do diverse training programs. So we understand that better, the psyche of their clients and their people as well, what they want. Because, it's not, every day that, you have a training program and, employees should feel that this program is made for me. That's also very important.
It must have been a pretty interesting journey. You picked up something along the way. So what are some of the things others miss?
So thank you so much for asking this question. And that's how we end up coming into L&D business, Dave. That's pretty interesting. So me and my business partner, who's Abhishek, and we were sitting over a coffee, and we discussed that, right now what we wanted to have a quality trainings for the employees. That's how we initiated, and customized program, because you mentioned that we cannot have generic program for everybody. It should be off the shelf customized program. It should be tailor made. So that's how we came into training business, to give a quality training program. It's how come but the opportunity lies in like that, and we grabbed the opportunity. We got an opportunity to create the entire training function for that organization, which was giving around 5% GDP of that particular nation, that country. So that was a good experience for us. So we have set up the entire training program. We have trained for their 48 provinces, So that was a good experience for us. So
So the
that's
best
what we have
opportunity is
picked up.
one which others won't have the courage to take up.
Yeah, so you can say that. But yeah, that's what have been so far. So that's what we have picked up, that opportunities lies anywhere. Yeah.
What about UNICEF?
So UNICEF, as I've mentioned, key different kinds of a client have different requirement. They are the people, they wanted to train their employees who are training other people, who are doing very noble cause in the world. You know already about them. There's no introduction for them. So we were training and increasing the capacity building program for the organization for their people. So that was the experience we had. Very humble experience. We have done a lot of change management to team building, to soft skill leadership program for them. Yeah, is very beautiful thing. When you are authentic, people knows it. So be authentic in your work. Don't it's not required to have a lot of details into that. Be simple, people knows it. Integrity, number 4, very, very important. And it pays you, always pays you. Sometimes not right now, maybe later, but it always pays you. And the 5th, to be honest, right now, India is very, very new for online learning. And that has been, earlier also learning management softwares were there. But now people are having no choices also but to come online. But I guess predominantly people would be doing a lot of online programs. Earlier, typically one training program is for 8 hours, right? But online coming for 8 hours, sitting for 8-hour program is not something which we can do. So what are the things which we can?
It would drive people crazy.
It does definitely. But I would rather say right now what is happening, which I'm seeing, and I can probably share my own experience, that webinars should be, like in soft skill training programs, we generally suggest to have maximum batch of 20-25 people, so that there's a experiential learning can take place. Online experiential learning is not easy. So we would suggest, don't put so many people online. Like it will be one monologue will happen and people will not get that kind of a experience. So even if we are going to have online session, keep the limit of people lesser, so that there will be discussion based things. Assignments can be given, probably number of hours can be lessened, and we can bifurcate the same 8 hours into various different days probably. So
I like that last one, bifurcate. I think we should be going for nugget and chunk learning, and also blended. So earlier, everything would be an experience. We even called it experiential training. So we would do activities right in front, right in everybody's presence together, and they would teach themselves. They would learn from the activity. Very difficult to do that now. So we have to give them pre and post work. We have to use the chat a lot, even when it becomes a monologue, because it has to. Keep asking them to type things. So it has to be, and then blend online and offline.
Right, absolutely.
We have to
blend
online and offline. For this strange new world.
True, absolutely true. There, yes.
Okay. So with that, stay safe. I think one doesn't feel like leaving you alone, because we've met after probably 2 years, and that too online. But I think we have a time limit, so we'll wrap up right now. Is there any last words you would like to leave my people with?
So last word, I don't want it to last word, but I would say that keep learning, guys, keep learning. That's something which is phenomenal. And, we are into this industry and we are fortunate enough to provide it to people. So never stop learning. That's what my last word for this video. Yes.
That's it. So our time is up, and you stay safe.
Thank you, Deep, and keep on creating lovely videos. Thank you so much for inviting.
My pleasure. I will. Yes, I will.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.